I believe it's Sunday, so I'm saying it again. Please, Lord, you know you shoot me, babe.
Hello people, this is Baba Rakha, and today we're reacting to Led Zeppelin's In My Time of Dying. Now, this was a recommendation by one of the recent subscribers to the channel, Misty Mountain Hop. Thank you so much for the recommendation. And if I recall correctly, isn't Misty Mountain Hop another song by Led Zeppelin? If it's so, we'll listen to it soon enough. Now, I was recommended that I listen to the live version of the song, and I love live versions a lot because it captures so much more. And now there are two live versions of the song that I found on YouTube. One in 1975 at Earl's Court, and the other at the O2 Arena in 2007. And I just listened to the O2 Arena in my previous video, Ramble On, and the quality of everything was really great, and it was a conflict in my heart. What do I go for? 1975 is with the Bonham Senior, so that's what I deferred to, and that's what I'm going with. Now, before we begin listening to this song, I want to convey my gratitude to all the we are at 188 subscribers to this channel as of this moment, and I started this year off with 129. So how much is that? How many is that? 59. To the 59 people who decided to join me on both this journey this year. Now, many years ago, Baba Rakha was once called one in a million by a very kind lady. I'm going to connect the dots. I'm going to connect it to how connected to you people being awesome in a moment. Stay with me. I mean, so many years ago, Baba Rakha was once called one in a million by one single lady. Just once, but just one lady. Can you believe that? I mean, Baba Rakha expected at least 100. So yeah. At first, of course, my Baba Rakha is used to these things, and it was before all this. So I just said thank you, and later I thought, why isn't this affecting me so much? Like any normal person would be jubilant at just the idea of someone calling them something like that and everything. If they had gotten even one of so many of the compliments that I have been fortunate enough to get in what seems like a previous lifetime. But at first I thought, it is because, it is just another normal human being, recognizing the greatness that is yours truly, Baba Rakha. No, but then I arrived at a better reason. See, with the current population of the planet being 8 billion, and most of them luckily being dispersed those in a certain belt in the Asian continent. Those poor imbeciles who haven't even learned of protection and such. So nah, just kidding. Or am I? Nah, but with the current population of the planet being 8 billion, if you're being called one in a million, it means there are at least 8,000 more of you, which isn't saying much. So that's why you are more than one in a million. You're like the first investors to IBM and Apple. Or, I mean, you're not going to get any financial gains if my dreams come true. But, you get bragging rights. Man, you're more like the customers who decide to give a brand new business a chance. And now if the channel continues to grow, and hopefully someday I get to, if I'm fortunate enough to cross a threshold point, after which hopefully getting people to subscribe to the channel might be easier. I'll be grateful for those subscribers too, but not remotely as grateful as I am to you, who decided to give this deranged lunatics channel a chance. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It's just another song by Led Zeppelin. If the sun refused to shine, I'll still be okay with you. Alright. Now that we have gotten all that sappy stuff over with, let's listen to hopefully another great song by undisputedly one of the greatest bands to have ever graced our planet. Let's go.
Steel guitar. It's called In My Time of Dying. I believe it's Sunday, so I'm saying it again. Please, Lord, you know you suit me, babe. You know you suit me all night long. Please keep shaking it for me, baby. Till my back ain't got no. Till my back ain't got no. Till my back ain't got no. Please, Lord, won't you make it my dying? Won't you make it my dying? Won't you make it my dying, dying, dying,
Holy fornication. By God, man. Masters of their craft, having fun on stage. And having fun with, I think, the time thing, you think the rhythm is going to go some way, and then they're like, no, it's going this way. Actually, no, it's going this way, and then back again. Absolute brilliance. Absolute brilliance. Now, although I'd never heard this song before, back in college before I dropped out, I had seen a documentary of Jimmy Page with Jack White, if I remember correctly. And in that documentary, they were telling us about various fascinating things that Led Zeppelin did back in the day. For example, somewhere in the away from the cities of England, in this, not even the suburbs, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, they had purchased a home or built a home, one of those two. It was a multi-story home. Excuse me. It was a multi-story home, and but there was this one area where, like, it was what I don't know what it's called architecturally, but like Imagine if you're in a maybe 3 or 4 story house, and instead of it being parts of it are of course divided by ceilings and floors, but then there is a part of the house where all the 4 floors are sort of like there's a ground floor, and then there's balconies surrounding the first, second, third, and that sort of thing. And it was all made out of wood, that particular area. And when they wanted to record, I don't know which album, I wonder if it was just demos, but they recorded it there. They set up the mics on different floors of that particular, what is that called? Architects would know, I think. Are there any architects watching this channel? So that thing, so, and Page also explained playing this riff. He played this riff on for that documentary, and he's using that Baba Raga, you were such a novice guitar player, you don't even know what it's called. I don't know, is it a glass slider? Is it a slider? Whatever. Metal also, some people use metal. That thing, catch my feelings, Baba Raga. So he's using that. And the solos and everything that he's playing, he's just using, I think, the index, middle finger, and the little finger for the rest of the thing. I think it's his ring finger on which he has that slider. So, yeah. And the end, Robert Plant. Now I know my ears are not tuned to paying attention to the vocals of the song. They don't directly gravitate towards that. They first go to the guitar, drum space, and even if I read the lyrics, the people who have been watching this for the recent while now, they would know that now Baba Raga's brain is very special. It's amazing, one of a kind in many ways. But it's kind of slow sometimes when I have to decipher what the lyrics mean. At least Plant's lyrics. There are some people who write whose lyrics are like directly on the nose, boom. And there are some who paint a more abstract painting. And Robert Plant chooses the abstract and letting the a listener determine what the lyrics would mean to them. In my time of dying, nah, I'm not sharing any of my morbid thoughts with you people. Or anyone for that matter. There's nothing good that comes of it. That's the best thing that I learned out of everything that I dealt with. If you have anything that you're dealing with, never share it with anyone, because nothing good is going to come out of that. So, yeah. Yeah, that's. I really, uh, I'm really glad I chose this performance to react to, and I'm curious now to listen to the 2007 version. What did what did they choose to do there? Maybe I'll listen to it someday. Uh, but for now, this was this phenomenal, spectacular, amazing, brilliant, glorious, and all those kinds of, and all of those things. It's just. Hey, yeah. So I'm grateful again for the recommendation. Thank you, and thank you for watching, if anyone still is, and yeah, Led Zeppelin, the Robert Plant. Nah, I won't continue rambling on. He did mention the beginning of the video steel guitar, and I believe Jimmy Page is using a different guitar as opposed to what he usually uses, which is a Gibson Les Paul. Alright then, so thank you for watching, thank you for everything, and until next time, take care. Das wird deine. Au revoir.